Aparna ma'am, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I am ready. Good evening.
Good evening. Can you please check once that your screen sharing is easily possible or not?
Okay, sure, ma'am.
Firstly, you just check it. After that, we will immediately start it.
Just a second. Just a second, ma'am. To do it again.
It's okay now, ma'am?
I'll just check, ma'am.
Okay.
Is it visible?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay.
Absolutely all right.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
So
Ma'am, just go on the slide
I'll
slow.
take.
Yes,
Ha.
ma'am. Slide slow
Okay, just a second. Just a second.
and from the current slide. Yes, from the beginning. Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of Aryavarta Sahodaya School Complex, I welcome each participant and renowned mentor, trainer, Aparna Jamuar to this training program. And apart from it, I must extend my heartfelt thanks to our chairman, that is Dr. C.B. Singh, who was mentor also, who is guiding force also. And now before starting the program, I just wanted to mention few points to you. Teachers, please pay your attention. Though I sent everything in the group, and I hope your STNC already informed you and trained you that what are the steps to be followed. Once the training link which you should join, that is your link only. If anybody is getting the shared link from your friend, then you may not able to attend or fill the attendance sheet, or you will not get the quest link. First point, individual link link already shared by the WebEx through software that should be used. Second point is that after when you are completing the session, attendance link will be posted. Immediately write that email ID through which registration has been done, whether it is CBSE digital or your personal Gmail ID, whatever it is, the same thing. If you will make it different, you will not get the quest link. आपने यदि आपने रजिस्टर्ड ईमेल आईडी से दूसरी कोई ईमेल आईडी लिखेंगे तो आपको क्वेस्ट लिंक नहीं मिलेगा. क्वेस्ट लिखने के लिए ईच क्वेश्चन के पास में सिर्फ 30 सेकंड होगा. यदि आपने ज्यादा ले लेंगे उसके बाद भी आपको आंसर सही दिखेगा, लेकिन सॉफ्टवेयर उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे. ध्यान दे दे इस बात को. 30 सेकंड ओनली आपको ईच क्वेश्चन के लिए. मैम ने ऑफ कोर्स मुझे लग रहा है कि मैम ने बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन दिया होगा, सो दैट एवरीबॉडी कैन गेट ए पास मार्क इन इट. Okay.
Yes.
And after getting the certificate link, click the link and download the certificate or take the screenshot and keep it. Control P. If your system you are using, you can use Control P. If you are not using if you are using the mobile, then download it and keep, or take the screenshot and keep. If your certificate is coming blank, that means you are not eligible to get the certificate. आपकी आंसर सही नहीं है, आपको 40 मार्क्स नहीं मिला, आपने या डिले किया है. डिले करने पर भी आपको सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिलेगा. Hopefully this time everybody will be cautious and we will cope up with the new system of new software also. Once again, welcome to all of you to the Aryavarta Sahodaya School Complex training session. And ma'am, I'm sure about that, we are going to enjoy the very good, and we're taking a learning point. Get a good learning after the end of this 1 hour. Thank you, ma'am. You can proceed.
Yeah, thank you, Radhika, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, good evening and a hearty welcome to all the respected educators present here. First of all, I would appreciate each one of you who put so much of effort to shape and strengthen the human capital of our nation, who work tirelessly in all circumstances as a vehicle of change for the society. We all are in a phase of transition. There would be a lot of changes in the education system within a couple of years. Technological advancements are taking place every day. Change in the society and mindset of people is quite evident today. So it is difficult to understand how to teach and guide the students. Your role is very, very important in building their character. And this can only be done well if we understand the children well. Today's topic, understanding developmental stages, will give you deeper insights in understanding your students. We know that each child is a unique configuration of intelligences, personality, and learning styles. They have their individual uniqueness, but at the same time, developmental psychologists have laid down some developmental milestones which makes our work easier. As a teacher, our work revolves around the students, and understanding developmental stages would be beneficial in this area. The structure of today's session will be in 3 parts. First part will comprise of understanding the meaning and domains of development and knowing the benefits and issues in the process of development. In the second part, we will see 2 most important theories of development given by Jean Piaget and Erikson. The discussion will never be complete without understanding these 2 theories. And in the third part, we will discuss about the features and characteristics of 3 stages which are relevant for school education. Also, we will see the educational implications of understanding the human development. So let me start with the presentation and please pay attention. Okay. So let us first understand the benefits of knowing human development, how it will be beneficial for us, right? So the first point is to gain better understanding of one's own experiences. By knowing the stages and factors of human development, we can understand ourselves well. Which life experiences were important in shaping our lives can be tracked and corrective measures can be taken. हम सभी अपने जीवन में जो भी चीजें घटित हो रही हैं, उन चीजों को बेहतर तरीके से समझ पाएंगे अगर हम इन फैक्टर्स को समझ पाए तो. To gain knowledge of how societal context impacts development. So society has a major role to play in shaping one's life. Understanding developmental stages aid us in identifying the virtues developed at different stages, and we can contribute in making a supportive environment for our students. So what we will learn? We will learn about the social context, importance of social context, and what role we can play in providing a better environment so that better traits are developed in our students, right? So the third point is to help others understand and contextualize the ups and downs of life. So when we have the knowledge, we can help others also think in this context and perspective. And you can guide the parents in the parent-teacher meeting. Okay, so when we know about this concept, we will be able to explain it to others also. Right? So the next point is to monitor and support the physical, mental, and emotional health of individuals, because we will be knowing what developmental task they are able to perform. So if we know about the developmental tasks and the factors, so we can monitor and support the phenomena or development. And then the last one is to become more effective person who can lead people with greater insights. So of course, when you are in a position to guide others, you will be more effective in your life, and when you will be able to guide and lead people, right? So these were the benefits of knowing human development. And now let us move to the definition and the domains of definition, right? So what is development? Let us see this. Development refers to a series of changes that takes place in human beings from birth to the end of life. पूरे जीवन में जो भी changes होते हैं हमारे में, उन सब का जो summary है, that is called as development, right? And then we will see the domains of development. कि किस किस क्षेत्र में development होता है. So development occurs in different domains. उनके कौन कौन से aspects हैं, that we will see. So the different domains are, the first one is biological, and which means changes in the physical beings, right? The physical aspect, like as we teach here, what we do, like in all the terms, we take the weight of students, then we measure the height of the students. So why do we do this? We just want to monitor the physical changes, whether it is going in accordance or laid down by the doctors or not, right? So, and the second one is cognitive changes. So changes in our thought process. So what cognition means actually? So we are, as we are in school, so we are very much concerned about the cognitive development. And the term cognition refers to all processes by which the sensory inputs are transformed, reduced, elaborated, stored, recovered, and used. So, जो भी sensory input हमें मिलते हैं, उन चीजों को हमारा mind किस तरीके से take up करता है, this all comes under cognitive area. The third one is social, the changes in our social relationships. So man is a social animal, and we cannot imagine to live in isolation. A person's view about the society and relationships is developed through various stages, right? Then the fourth one is emotional, and changes in our emotional understanding and experiences. The emotional quotient comprises of emotional self-awareness, managing emotions, motivation, empathy, and relationship management. The social experiences impact us across the whole lifespan and play an important role in our emotional development, right? So these are the major domains. It can be moral development also. There are other aspects too, but here the main domains have been taken up, right? And we will be discussing about these four. Let's move to the next slide. To understand the issues in development, right? So there are few issues that often comes to our mind, right? So the first one, and what are the issues? This we have to understand if we want to know about the total concept of development. So the first one is nature versus nurture. And the question here is development due more to genetics or environment? ये प्रश्न हम सभी सोचते हैं कि किसी भी व्यक्ति का अगर डेवलपमेंट हुआ तो उसमें जेनेटिक फैक्टर्स कितने हैं और उनके जो एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स हैं उनका इम्पैक्ट कितना है, राइट? सो दिस इज अ मेजर इशू इन डेवलपमेंट. बट वेदर द बिहेवियर अल्टीमेटली डेवलप्ड बाय द चाइल्ड is due to hereditary factors or the environmental factors, right? So both the factors are involved, but the amount of influence of the two is not clearly evident and generalized. It varies from person to person, right? The second one is continuity versus discontinuity. And the question here is whether development is evenly continuous or whether it is marked by age-specific periods. So this is the second one. Few psychologists hold that it's a slow and smooth process, and few of them hold that the changes happen in stages, right? Then we have the third one, and it's stability versus change. This is also a big question. So does a behavior or trait stay stable in its expression over time or change? कि कोई भी किसी व्यक्ति में अगर कोई ट्रेट है तो वो ट्रेट वैसा ही रहेगा या बहुत समय के बाद उसमें परिवर्तन हो सकता है, राइट? लाइक कि अगर हम ये एग्जाम्पल लें कि एक बिहेवियर या ट्रेट जैसे है कि शाइनेस, किसी व्यक्ति का ट्रेट है शाइनेस, तो क्या वो समय के साथ बदल जाता है और बदलता है तो कितना बदलता है, राइट? सो दीज आर 3 issues which are not answered, but we have an idea and it varies from person to person. There is no generalized rule about these issues of development, right? And now in the next slide, before going to the various stages of development, it is advisable to discuss 2 theories of development and which will make our concepts more clear. To cover the cognitive domain, Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development is the most acclaimed theory of cognition, and let's try to understand it in brief, right? So Jean Piaget was a Swiss psychologist who viewed children as active builders of knowledge and little scientists who construct their own theories of the world. और जीन पियाजे की क्या सोच थी? वो ये कहते थे कि बच्चे जो हैं वो लिटिल साइंटिस्ट होते हैं and they should be left to explore their world themselves. And he portrayed teachers as facilitators and advocated discovery instruction which supports students to explore their world. He talked about 4 stages, and let us see what he said. So 0 to 2 years, he kept in sensory motor stage. The second one is 2 to 7, and that is the pre-operational stage. The third one is 7 to 11 years old, and this is the concrete operational stage. And the fourth one is formal operational stage, that is adolescence to adulthood, right? So these are the 4 stages that he talked about. Let us see in brief what are the characteristics of each stage. So the first one is sensory motor stage, and teachers are requested to please pay attention here because you will be having questions from this part. So the first one is sensory motor stage, that is 0 to 2 years. And what happens? The child of this age, they use senses and reflexes to understand and respond to the world. Okay? और बच्चे क्या करते हैं? उनके जो सेंस ऑर्गन्स हैं, जो उनकी ज्ञानेंद्रियां हैं, उनकी सहायता से वे वस्तुओं, ध्वनियों, स्पर्श, रस एवं गंध का अनुभव प्राप्त करता है और इन अनुभवों की बार बार रिपीटिशन के कारण वातावरण में जो भी चीजें उपस्थित होती हैं, जो भी स्टिमुलस होता है, वो उनकी विशेषताओं से परिचित होता है. Right? So this is the characteristic of sensory motor stage. And then the second point is separation anxiety and object permanence. आपने इतने छोटे बच्चे को देखा होगा कि जब मदर वहां से हट जाती है तो बच्चा उनके पीछे पीछे भागने लगता है और बहुत ज्यादा परेशान हो जाता है अलग होने के नाम पर. So why does this happen? This happens because उस समय उन्हें ऐसा लगता है कि जो चीजें वो नहीं देख रहे हैं, राइट, जो भी उनके विजन से हट जाती है, तो वो चीजें फिर एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती. उस बच्चे को ऐसा लगता है, राइट. तो इस वजह से उस एज में सेपरेशन एंजाइटी बहुत ज्यादा होती है. एंड बाय द एंड ऑफ दिस सेंसरी मोटर स्टेज, बाय व्हेन दे अचीव द एज ऑफ 2, तो उस समय ऑब्जेक्ट परमानेंस डेवलप होता है. एंड ऑब्जेक्ट परमानेंस का मतलब होता है कि they understand कि even if something is not visible, then also the object is existing in this world, right? कि वो मैं देखूं या ना देखूं, फिर भी वो चीज जो है वो exist करती है. This is called as object permanence, right? The second one is pre-operational stage, and this is a stage of imaginative world and make believe play. So this means कि इस समय के बच्चे जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा कल्पनाओं में रहते हैं, बहुत ही इमेजिनेटिव स्टोरीज बनाते हैं. अगर आज कोई भी टीचर है जो प्री स्कूल की टीचर होंगी तो शी माइट हैव सीन दिस कि इस समय बच्चों की स्टोरियां बहुत ज्यादा होती हैं, स्टोरीज बहुत ज्यादा होती हैं. तो उनका वर्ल्ड जो होता है वो बहुत ही इमेजिनेटिव, एंड दे प्ले गेम्स लाइक कि आज घर घर खेलना है, टुडे वी विल प्ले शॉपकीपर. तो इस तरह के रोल एक्ट करना, तो ये उनका मेक बिलीव प्ले कहलाता है, राइट. तो इस एज ग्रुप के बच्चे इस तरह के काम करते हैं. देन वी हैव सेंट्रेशन एंड ईगोसेंट्रिसिज्म. सो सेंट्रेशन मीन्स, सेंट्रेशन का मतलब होता है कि किसी भी घटना या वस्तु का एक ही एस्पेक्ट एट अ टाइम को देख पाना, राइट. किसी भी चीज का एक एस्पेक्ट को एट अ टाइम वो देख पाते हैं, वो किसी चीज का दो एस्पेक्ट नहीं देख पाते हैं. दिस इज सेंट्रेशन. एंड ईगोसेंट्रिसिज्म मीन्स कि उनके वो ये समझते हैं कि हमारा जो पर्सपेक्टिव है या हमारा जो विचार है किसी चीज के बारे में, इसके अलावा कोई दूसरा विचार नहीं हो सकता. तो हम very often we say that these children are very obstinate, they are so stubborn, they are not able to understand anything, I don't know how to make them understand. तो ये questions हमारे अंदर हमेशा आते हैं. तो ये क्यों है? So let us understand this कि they are egocentric at this time. उन्हें पता ही नहीं है कि किसी चीज का एक दूसरा पर्सपेक्टिव भी हो सकता है, right? So this is egocentrism. Then next one is illogical thinking, कि उनके थिंकिंग इस समय लॉजिकल नहीं होती है. एंड देन इरिवर्सिबिलिटी, कि किस कोई प्रोसेस फॉरवर्ड काउंटिंग में आप ये देखते होंगे कि जब हम फॉरवर्ड काउंटिंग कराते हैं, राइट, तो फॉरवर्ड काउंटिंग जो है वो बहुत आसानी से सीख लेते हैं. बट जब हम उनको रिवर्स ऑर्डर में लेकर जाते हैं, देन वो रिवर्स ऑर्डर वाली चीज उन्हें बहुत दिक्कत होती है बैकवर्ड काउंटिंग सीखने में, राइट. सो दिस इज बिकॉज कि वो इरिवर्सिबिलिटी उस समय उनका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक होता है, राइट. देन वी हैव स्टेज 3, एंड दैट इज कॉन्क्रीट ऑपरेशनल स्टेज, एंड दिस डेवलप्स कॉन्क्रीट लॉजिकल थिंकिंग, राइट. सो कॉन्क्रीट किन चीजों को कहते हैं? जिन चीजों को हम छू सकते हैं और महसूस कर सकते हैं, उन चीजों को हम कॉन्क्रीट कहते हैं. सो इन स्टेज 3 it develops concrete logical thinking here. Then second one is able to perform seriation, classification and conservation tasks. So seriation is easy, I think everybody knows about that. Then classification on different basis, कि किसी चीज को अलग अलग ग्रुप्स में रखना, क्लासिफाई करना, this process they can do. And the third one is conservation task. I think I should explain it in brief. So conservation task means कि किसी चीज का perceptual appearance को बदलने से उसके कंटेंट में चेंज होगा ये बात नहीं समझ पाते। इसको एक एग्जांपल से समझे हम लोग कि लाइक कि जैसे बहुत छोटे बच्चे होते हैं तो मदर आटे का कुछ बनाती हैं, जब रोटियां बनाती हैं तो वो कहता है कि मुझे बड़ी वाली देना, छोटी वाली देना, राइट। तो वो उन्हीं चीज को दबा करके बड़ा कर देती हैं, छोटा कर देती हैं। तो उसमें क्या है कि उसका कंटेंट चेंज नहीं होता है ना, कंटेंट चेंज नहीं होता है, लेकिन परसेप्चुअल अपीयरेंस जो है वो चेंज हो जाता है। तो प्री ऑपरेशनल वाले बच्चे जो हैं वो ये कंजर्वेशन को नहीं समझ पाते, बट जो कॉन्क्रीट ऑपरेशनल स्टेज में है दे कैनॉट बी फूल्ड लाइक दिस, राइट। उनको ये समझ में आ जाता है कि सेम कंटेंट को अलग तरीके से प्रेजेंट किया गया है, सो दे कैनॉट बी फूल्ड बाय दिस। Then third point is decentration, and this means decentration means that children in concrete operational stage can decenter their thinking, like taking into account several aspects or event at the same time. एक समय में किसी घटना या किसी वस्तु का जो भी अलग अलग एस्पेक्ट्स है तो वो डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट को एक समय में देख लेते हैं। जैसे कि जस्ट गिविंग please ask the questions when this question answer some 10 minutes will be given for this question answer, right? Okay, so let's understand it by one example, like if a picture of 7 people in a group, just a second, yeah, so if a picture of 7 people in a group like 2 adults and 5 children is shown to some 4 years old and some 9 years old. अगर हम 4 साल के बच्चे और 9 years के बच्चे को अगर एक पिक्चर दिखाते हैं जिसमें कि 2 एडल्ट हैं और 5 बच्चे हैं और उनसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछें कि आर देयर मोर चिल्ड्रन और मोर पीपल, कि यहाँ ज्यादा बच्चे हैं या ज्यादा लोग हैं, तो 4 years वाले जो हैं वो कहेंगे कि यहाँ पे ज्यादा बच्चे हैं, राइट, क्योंकि वो एक ही एस्पेक्ट देख सकते हैं कि एडल्ट वर्सेस चिल्ड्रन, राइट। लेकिन 9 years ओल्ड बोलेगा कि यहाँ पे ज्यादा लोग हैं, क्योंकि वो बच्चा हो या बड़ा हो, सभी पीपल के अंदर में सभी लोग आते हैं। तो ये 2 एस्पेक्ट वो 9 years ओल्ड वाले बच्चे देख सकते हैं। सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज डिसेंट्रेशन, सो सीइंग मोर देन वन एस्पेक्ट एट अ टाइम, seeing more than one aspect at a time, and then a new egocentrism, and यहाँ अभी like इस एज के बच्चे जो हैं वो ये they are able to understand कि there can be some other perspective to a thing also, कि उनका किसी भी चीज के बारे में एक दूसरा पर्सपेक्टिव भी हो सकता है। लाइक प्री ऑपरेशनल स्टेज के समय में इस तरह की बात नहीं थी, उनको पता ही नहीं था कि कोई दूसरा भी हो सकता है, बट कॉन्क्रीट ऑपरेशनल स्टेज के बच्चे ये समझने लगते हैं। एंड देन इंडक्टिव थिंकिंग, विच मीन्स लाइक फ्रॉम व्हेन वी मूव फ्रॉम समथिंग स्पेसिफिक टू जनरलाइजेशन, जब हम किसी चीज के स्पेसिफिक से जनरलाइजेशन की तरफ जाते हैं तो उसको इंडक्टिव थिंकिंग कहते हैं। इसे ज्यादा बेहतर समझने के लिए लेट अस सी कि अगर मान लीजिए कि हमारे पास एक बैग है और उसमें बहुत सारे सिक्के हैं, राइट, देयर आर मेनी कॉइन्स, एंड वंस वी टेक इट आउट सो वी गेट a 5 rupee coin, okay, then second time also when we pick one coin, so a 5 rupee comes, then again when we do it thrice or 4 times, so what happens, we get a 5 rupee coin. So then it can be generalized in using the inductive thinking, perhaps all the coins in this bag is 5 rupees. Okay, so this is called as inductive thinking. जब हम स्पेसिफिक चीजों से एक जनरल हाइपोथेसिस बनाते हैं तब हम उसको इंडक्टिव थिंकिंग कहते हैं। तो कॉन्क्रीट ऑपरेशनल स्टेज के बच्चे जो हैं वो इंडक्टिव थिंकिंग कर पाते हैं। ओके, then we have stage 4, and this is the formal operational stage, and here we start with abstract thinking and reasoning skills. So in the previous stage, concrete operational, it was only concrete logical thinking, but here they can understand more complex concepts और एब्स्ट्रैक्ट थिंकिंग जिस चीज को हम छू नहीं सकते हैं, राइट, जिनको हम देख नहीं सकते हैं बट दे एग्जिस्ट। तो इस तरह की थिंकिंग फॉर्मल ऑपरेशनल स्टेज के बच्चे कर पाते हैं। और इस तरह के कॉन्सेप्ट के जो एग्जाम्पल हैं वो है कि दे आर एक्चुअली दे आर रियल बट दे आर नॉट टाइड टू कॉन्क्रीट एक्सपीरियंसेस, right? And this involves thinking about ideas and principles. ये क्या करते हैं? ये ideas और principles को discuss कर पाते हैं. They are often symbolic and hypothetical. For example, knowledge, education, freedom, peace of mind, etc. So they are ideas, right? We cannot touch them, but they exist. They are things that you cannot touch, but you can feel them. So this is abstract thinking. And then we have the reasoning skills. So the ability to reason from known principles. Then we have inductive thinking and deductive thinking. So inductive we have already discussed, and deductive thinking means when we move from a generalized, when we apply the generalized theory to something specific. जब हम किसी generalized theory को किसी specific चीज में apply करते हैं तब हम उसे deductive thinking कहते हैं। जैसे कि एक example, और ये syllogism बहुत सारे लोग, many people must be knowing, like example once we should give, all mammals have backbones, है ना? All mammals have backbones and humans are mammals. ये दो अगर statement दिया हुआ है तो इसका conclusion क्या हो जाएगा? Humans have backbones. तो इस तरह की रीजनिंग जो पीओ की तैयारी होती है या अलग और भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में, तो इस तरह का सिलोगिज्म आता है. सो दिस इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ डिडक्टिव थिंकिंग. दिस इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ डिडक्टिव थिंकिंग. And then we have the reflective thinking, and it means taking the bigger picture and understanding all its consequences. It means truly trying to understand what you did, why you did, and why that's important. हम किसी भी अपने एक्शन को रिफ्लेक्टिव थिंकिंग में सोचते हैं कि whether we did it correct or we did not do it correctly, right? So this is reflective thinking. So I hope I was able to explain in brief about all the concepts here. Let's move to the next slide. And this is a theory of Erik Erikson. Okay. And this is the theory of psychosocial development. Okay. And what this theory, this gives an idea about the social emotional domain of development. Psychosocial means one's own psychology and role of society on development. He maintained that personality develops in a predetermined order through 8 stages of psychosocial development, from infancy to adulthood. At each stage, people face a conflict that can serve as a turning point in development. If he or she resolves the conflict successfully, he develops a positive trait in his personality. A failure to resolve the conflict leads to negative outcomes. Okay? So इस theory में वो बता रहे हैं कि उन्होंने 8 stages की बात की है और उसमें ये कहा गया कि हर स्टेज में बच्चा या व्यक्ति जो भी होता है वो एक क्राइसिस को फेस करता है, और अगर वो उस क्राइसिस को बेहतर तरीके से रिजॉल्व कर लेता है तो उसमें एक पॉजिटिव ट्रेट डेवलप होता है, और अगर वो नहीं कर पाता है तब उसमें एक नेगेटिव ट्रेट डेवलप हो जाता है. तो इसमें हम ये देख सकते हैं कि किस एज में कौन सा ट्रेट डेवलप हो रहा है. So we will be discussing only till the 5th stage because हमारे स्कूल के लिए यही ज्यादा relevant है, right? So the first so the first stage is infant to 18 months, right? तो पहला क्या है स्टेज? infant से 18 months का है, और इस समय जो क्राइसिस होती है दैट इज अबाउट ट्रस्ट वर्सेस मिसट्रस्ट. ओके, तो ट्रस्ट वर्सेस मिसट्रस्ट वर्च्यू डेवलप होता है. होप, द वर्च्यू इज होप, और ट्रेट जो है वो ट्रस्ट या मिसट्रस्ट का है. सो व्हाट हैपेंस ड्यूरिंग द फर्स्ट स्टेज, चिल्ड्रन डेवलप अ सेंस ऑफ ट्रस्ट when the caregivers provide care, affection, and reliability. And a lack of this will lead to mistrust. Okay? So क्या होता है, इस एज का जब बच्चा होता है, जब वो उसे भूख लगती है, वो रोता है, या उसे सोने की इच्छा होती है एंड देन ही क्राइज, तो उसके जो प्राइमरी केयर गिवर्स हैं, अगर उसे गोद में उठाते हैं और उसको रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं, राइट, तब उसे ये होप जगता है कि हमें जब भी जरूरत होगी तो समाज आएगा हमारी मदद करने के लिए. ओके, तो ये जो आप ये देख सकते हैं कि लाइक बाद में later on also in our lives, many a people, they are able to trust other people very easily, and there are many who are not able to do that, right? So why this happening? So this seed is sown here. Okay, so this is to be understood कि ये seed जो है वो इसी एज में लगती है, और जिसे अच्छे रिस्पॉन्सेस मिलते हैं दे डेवलप ट्रस्ट फॉर द सोसाइटी, जिसके नहीं होते दे डेवलप मिसट्रस्ट. ओके, सो द सेकेंड स्टेज इज 18 months to 3 years, और उसमें जो क्राइसिस है दैट इज बिटवीन ऑटोनॉमी वर्सेस शेम एंड डाउट. ओके, सो दिस स्टेज इज अ मी डू इट स्टेज. ये बच्चा हर एक काम को अपने हाथ से करना चाहता है. Children need to develop a sense of personal control over physical skills and a sense of independence. इस एज के बच्चे को आप देखेंगे कहीं भी जाना हो तो they would want कि हम खुद से अपनी तैयारी कर लें, अपने से मैं जो चूज करूंगा मैं वही पहनूंगा. इस तरह की बात इस एज में होती है. और अगर इस स्टेज में उन्हें एनकरेज किया जाता है, उन्हें सपोर्ट किया जाता है, then success during this stage leads to the feeling of autonomy, and failure results in the feeling of shame and doubt. Okay, so you can see that these traits, how important they are for somebody, isn't it, in life? And the seed for this is sown at a very tender age, how they were treated in that phase. Okay, then next is like the third stage is 3 to 5 years, and this is initiative versus guilt. So at this stage, the like children begin to assert their power and control over the world through directing play and other social interactions. And in preschool, the students, the children, they take initiative, try out new things, and learn new things like how round things roll. वो तरह तरह की चीजों को ट्राई करना चाहते हैं इस एज ग्रुप में. और अगर उन्हें children who are successful at this stage feel capable and are able to lead others, and those who are unsuccessful develop a sense of guilt and lack of initiative. We all know how important taking initiative is in our working or professional work, or even at your homes also. So there is somebody who takes the initiative for each and every thing that takes place, right? So this taking initiative is a big quality, and this is developed at this stage like 3 to 5 years. और इस समय में initiative versus guilt. So if the child is encouraged for whatever initiative he is taking, so he develops this trait, or otherwise he always feels कि मैं ठीक से नहीं कर पाऊंगा. ये गिल्ट उसके अंदर होता है कि मैं क्या मैं कर रहा हूं वो ठीक है या नहीं है, राइट? तो उन्हें हमेशा एक गिल्ट फीलिंग में वो चले जाते हैं. Then 5 to 13 years, this stage is industry versus inferiority, right? और virtue जो develop होगा that is competency. So children need to cope with new social academic demands. 5 से 13 साल के जो बच्चे हो जाते हैं उनके एकेडमिक डिमांड्स ज्यादा होने लगते हैं, और उन्हें जो रीडिंग, राइटिंग और अरिथमेटिक है वो ज्यादातर सुनना पड़ता है, राइट? सो Success leads to a sense of competence, while failure results in feeling of inferiority. Okay? So inferiority complex हम सभी ने नाम सुना है. So this was given by this Erikson only, and this is developed at this tender age of 5 to 13 years. तो जो कॉम्पिटेंसी डेवलप होती है, अगर बच्चा वो सारे अपने एकेडमिक चीजों को तरीके से कर पा रहा है, देन इंडस्ट्री का ट्रेड डेवलप होता है, और अगर वो नहीं कर पाता है तो उसमें इंफीरियोरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स डेवलप होता है. राइट? सो दिस इज टू बी अंडरस्टूड कि इस समय की हैंडलिंग जो भी टीचर्स कर रहे हैं उन्हें एनकरेजिंग होना चाहिए, और जो नहीं कर पा रहे हैं वी हैव टू बी सपोर्टिव, वेरी वेरी सपोर्टिव फॉर देम, right? So that they should not develop inferiority complex at this tender age, right? So then the child of this age, he compares himself with his peers, and if he does well in academics, sports, and social life, he develops a sense of competence. But if he fails at this stage, they develop inferiority complex, right? And the next stage is identity versus role confusion, and individual is involved more in social relationships. तो ये जो एज है हम लोगों का 13 to 21 years, so we know that it's the age of adolescence, और इस समय एकेडमिक तो इम्पोर्टेंट होती है, बट उनके लिए सबसे ज्यादा सोशल रिलेशनशिप्स मायने रखने लगता है. And the main task here is developing a sense of self also, struggling with the question like, who am I? मैं कौन हूँ? And what do I want to do in my life? मुझे अपने जीवन में क्या करना है? He struggles with his identity, क्योंकि उसे मल्टीफेरस रोल्स प्ले करने होते हैं. किसी के बेटे हैं, किसी के भाई हैं, स्कूल में स्टूडेंट हैं. So there are many roles. तो इस एज के बच्चे एक कंफ्यूजन के स्टेट में होते हैं, एंड इफ द पेरेंट्स और टीचर्स गिव देम अ चांस टू एक्सप्लोर देमसेल्व्स, अगर वो इन चीजों को खुद से एक्सप्लोर करने देते हैं, तब वो अपनी आइडेंटिटी को बेहतर तरीके से डेवलप कर पाते हैं, और नहीं तो रोल कंफ्यूजन उनमें डेवलप हो जाता है. राइट? So these were the 5 stages that was related to the school education, but I will just in one line I will be discussing others also, so that you can understand yours, right? So there are many people of all of all age group people are sitting here, so they need to understand this. So 21 to 39 years is intimacy versus isolation. And this is this age group, young adults need to form intimate, loving relationships, which is the most important thing in their life at this stage, with other people. And success leads to strong relationships, while failure leads to loneliness and isolation. Okay, so we have to understand this कि intimacy कैसे develop होती है. अगर इस एज ग्रुप के समय उन्हें कोई अच्छा साथ मिल जाता है, साथ किसी का भी हो सकता है, राइट? तो वो एक इंटीमेट रिलेशनशिप डेवलप कर पाता है, अदरवाइज वो बहुत अलग थलग अकेला महसूस करता है जीवन में. तो ये ट्रेट डेवलप होता है, राइट? देन लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट वन इज जनरेटिविटी वर्सेस स्टैग्नेशन. सो जनरेटिविटी इन्वॉल्व्स फाइंडिंग योर लाइफ्स वर्क एंड contributing to the development of others through activities such as volunteering, mentoring, and raising children. So 40 to 65 years के जो लोग होते हैं, वो अपनी जीवन को वो सोचते हैं कि हमें अपने परिवार को तो अच्छा करना है, and then they want to contribute to the society also, right? So those who do not master this task may experience stagnation. जो व्यक्ति अपने सारे कार्यों को अच्छी तरीके से नहीं कर पाता है, उसमें एक स्टैग्नेशन का भाव कि मैं रुक गया हूं, ये डेवलप होता है. अदरवाइज वो जनरेटिविटी डेवलप होती है उसमें कि आई एम डूइंग थिंग्स वेल. ओके, Then the last one, 65 and older, this is a reflective age. और इसमें integrity versus despair. और इस age के जो भी लोग होते हैं, those people of this 65 and old, they often see their lives, कि how my life was, what I could accomplish, what I could not accomplish, right? तो अगर उनमें अचीवमेंट और accomplishment का भाव आता है तो वो इंटीग्रिटी डेवलप करते हैं, और नहीं तो वो डिस्पेयर में, एक निराशा में चले जाते हैं, right? So this was about Erikson's theory of psychosocial development. Okay, and this theory, this tells us कि बच्चों के डेवलपमेंट में सोशल एनवायरनमेंट का क्या प्रभाव पड़ता है. और आपने ये महसूस किया होगा, you must have felt it, that at every stage which is relevant to school education, what is the role of a teacher, right? And how important your each and every word can be for a child, right? So this was my motive to discuss this theory with you all. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Stages of human development. So it's prenatal stage, before the birth. Then second one is infancy, 0 to 2 years. Early childhood, 3 to 5 years, preschool age. Then fourth one is middle and late childhood, that is 6 to 11 years. Adolescence, 12 to like 19, 20. Then early adulthood is 21 to 40 years, middle adulthood 40 to 60, and late childhood is over 6. Sorry, there is a mistake from my side. I really I'm really sorry for this. There is a typo error. Like, it's not childhood, it's adulthood, right? Please forgive me for this mistake. Let's move to the next slide and let's see the 3 stages which are relevant for our school. Okay, so here the physical development and cognitive and the psychosocial development. So we can see it here. Physical development mein, like the height is generally 94 centimeters to 101 centimeters, and weight is around 15 to 17 kgs for this stage, and the gross and fine motor skills, they develop very rapidly, and then the brain and nervous system develops rapidly at this stage. Okay, so this was about the physical development. Cognitive development, it's the pre-operational stage characterized by imagination, centration, egocentrism, symbolic thought, illogical thinking, and irreversibility. Okay, so you can I have already explained these concepts here. So they believe they go in for the make-believe play, and they imagine things a lot. Then they are able to see one aspect at a time. This is centration, and egocentrism means that at one point of time they are able to they do not understand that there can be some other perspective for a thing also. So this is egocentrism. Okay, then the symbolic thought, illogical thinking, everybody knows, and then irreversibility, that also everybody knows, right? So, and for psychosocial development, it's a stage of initiative versus guilt stage, and this means कि वो जब नई चीजों को try कर, they start trying new things, learning new things in the school, right? तो वो जब ये initiative लेते हैं, तो if they are encouraged, okay, अगर वो encouraged उनको किया जाता है तो उनमें initiative का trait develop होता है, otherwise उनमें guilt develop हो जाता है. Okay, so let's now see the teacher's role over here. So discovery learning and supporting the developing interests are 2 primary instructional techniques over here. Okay, so teachers को क्या करना है? Discovery learning को promote करना है यहाँ पे, and supporting the developing interests. जो भी interest है उनको support करना है, right? challenging child's abilities and using wide varieties of concrete experiences to help child learn. और यहाँ पर concrete चीजों को यूज करके उन्हें पढ़ाना है, क्योंकि वो concrete चीजों को ही इस वक्त समझ सकते हैं. Right? So this was the role, teacher's role. And let's see the developmental task in the next slide. इस उम्र के बच्चों को क्या क्या कार्य कर लेना चाहिए, डेवलपमेंटल टास्क क्या है. ठीक है, डेवलपमेंटल माइलस्टोन को समझने के लिए दे लर्न टू टॉक, दे स्टार्ट टॉकिंग, लर्निंग टू ईट इंडिपेंडेंटली, लर्निंग टू कंट्रोल द एलिमिनेशन ऑफ बॉडी वेस्ट. ठीक है, कि बॉडी वेस्ट को कहाँ जाकर निकालना है वो कहीं पर भी नहीं कर सकते. दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग दे स्टार्ट लर्निंग एट दिस स्टेज. Then learning to make choices, acquiring concepts and language, readiness for reading, they start preparing for higher classes, and learning to distinguish right from wrong and developing conscience, right? अपने जो अंतर्मन है उनका वो डेवलप होने लगता है. So these are the developmental tasks. Okay. And developmental task, what is it? It is the task which this age group is expected to do. उन्हें क्या कर पाना चाहिए वो इसमें बताया गया है. Right? Let's move to the next slide and see the next stage. So development during middle and late childhood, 6 to 11. Physical development, height between 107 centimeters to 139 centimeters. Weight between 16 to 30 kgs, and first signs of puberty begins to surface. So pubertic signs last में start होने लगता है. आजकल puberty और भी ज़्यादा जल्दी हो रही है, right? So right from 10 years, 11 years, तो इस तरह की puberty begin शुरू हो जाती है. Okay. And then about cognitive development. So concrete operational stage जो है वो इस एज ग्रुप की concrete operational stage में होते हैं. अगर हम cognitive development की बात करें, then ability to think logically about concrete and real world events, classification, seriation, conservation, reversibility, decentration, and refined egocentrism. I hope you know these concepts now. Okay. So classification, seriation, everybody knows. Conservation, perceptual appearance को, conservation को ध्यान से सुने कि perceptual appearance के change होने से content नहीं भी change हो सकता है. ये बात conservation का मतलब हुआ, right? Then reversibility, reverse processes को समझ पाना. Decentration, knowing that there can be other perspective also. And then refined egocentrism, उन्हें पता है कि दूसरे लोगों का विचार दूसरा हो सकता है, right? So this is refined egocentrism over here. Next one is social emotional development, and that is industry versus inferiority stage. तो industry इस समय बच्चों का academic चीजें जो हैं वो बहुत ज्यादा important हो जाती हैं, और उनका reading, writing and the mathematical skills जो हैं वो किस तरीके से develop हो रहे हैं. This is very important for this stage. So they should be handled properly at this time, or otherwise they develop inferiority complex. Okay. और यहाँ पर teachers role क्या है? Like cultivation of intelligence through age appropriate academic lessons, work on basic school skills like reading, writing and arithmetic, using instructions, instilling curiosity, इनके जो भी उत्सुकता को बढ़ाने की चीजें बताई जानी चाहिए, giving proper direction to students' curiosity and instincts, discover special aptitudes and provide direction, and try to understand students' way of thinking. Okay, so this is the teacher role कि उनके curiosity पर काम करें, उनको इंस्टिल करें, उनसे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछें कि वो समझें, वो ये उसका जवाब सोचना चाहें, राइट? तो उनके इस क्यूरियोसिटी को बढ़ाने के बारे में काम होना चाहिए, एंड उनके साथ एनकरेजिंग बिहेवियर किसी भी टीचर का होना चाहिए. और अगर ये नहीं होगा तो एक नेगेटिव ट्रेट का डेवलपमेंट होना बिल्कुल अवश्यम भावी है. That will definitely happen. Right? Let's move to the next stage. And sorry, just the developmental task of middle and late childhood. So developing fundamental skills in reading, writing, and calculating. Can express well. अपने आप को express कर पाते हैं. जो नहीं कर पाते तो ये developmental milestone में वो नहीं match कर पा रहे हैं. This has to be understood by the teacher. Then developing concepts necessary for everyday living and develops dressing and grooming self. Achieving personal independence, develop acceptable attitudes towards society, learning physical skills necessary for ordinary games, and develop grace in movement and activities, and can use tools like hammer and screwdriver. This is a physical skill. So these are the some few developmental tasks that I could list here. तो ये चीजें अगर बच्चा नहीं कर पा रहा है तो it means कि the development is not going properly. So it needs to be conveyed to the parent or to the concerned authorities. Okay. So let's move to the next age group, that is the adolescents. Physical development, height is around 70 centimeters and weight is 55 to 60 kgs. Okay, growth spurts and puberty develops. Cognitive development, formal operational stage characterized by abstract thinking, reasoning skills, reflective thinking, and deductive thinking. We have already discussed all the concepts here. And social emotional development stage is identity versus role confusion. So here उनके जो social relationships हैं वो उनके लिए ज्यादा important हो जाते हैं और उन social relationships के लिए हमें इस बात को देखना चाहिए कि उनकी identity वो खुद explore करें and they should be left on their own with proper guidance. And during adolescent years, there are many reasons for teens to underperform. वो क्यों underperform करते हैं? उसमें the main thing is it may be lack of motivation to do well. Motivation की कमी, problems at home or with peers, poor work habits and study skills, and emotional and behavioral problems. इस एज ग्रुप में एकेडमिक से ज्यादा ये प्रॉब्लम्स डेवलप होते हैं. So the teacher's role is to understand that the programs and curriculum, they should adopt the programs and curriculum to foster students' development in multiple domains. है ना, उनके डोमेन को सिर्फ एकेडमिक न रख करके उनके सोशल, करियर, सारी चीजों को we should incorporate everything in our programs, right? Understanding the changes in adolescent age, motivation and guidance, this is the key here, right? Your guidance and motivation is very, very important. Responsive counseling to assist in personal issues and focus on developmental issues that adolescents face should be the central area of your attention. Like अगर पिछले ग्रुप की बात करें तो वहां पर ज्यादा एकेडमिक था, but here it is more social. Right. So this should be understood by the teacher. And then let us see the developmental tasks during this. So achieving a masculine or feminine social role, they are able to understand this. वो इस बात को समझ पाते हैं. Then development of self-concept. कि मैं कौन हूँ? Who am I? And what role I have to play? So such kind of things is developed at this stage. Achieving emotional independence, thinking of marriage and family life. These are the developmental tasks that they should think about. Then preparing for career. This is a big question for them. Acquiring values and ethical system to guide behavior. Desiring and achieving socially responsible behavior. So these were, just a second. Yeah, so these were the developmental tasks for adolescents. They start understanding these things. Just a second. Now let's move to the next slide and see the educational implication of this understanding developmental stages. So the first one is designing child-centric curriculum. So we saw that in the cognitive theory by Jean Piaget, that different stages people, they are able to perform different kinds of tasks. Okay, so designing a child-centric curriculum, तो जो भी curriculum हम design करें वो child-centric होना चाहिए जिस age group के लिए बना है. You must have seen कि जो books की designing होती है उसका basis यही है. And today you can see one more thing, like NEP में जो regrouping हुई है classes की और age group की, so this is the basis of that. Okay. The next one is selecting appropriate methods for different stages, like different developmental stages. So appropriate methods का क्या मतलब हुआ कि when we have to teach a specific age group, so what kind of methodology we should take up? And if we talk about abstract ideas with this pre-operational stage or operational stage, they will not be able to understand, right? So we should use the concrete objects to teach the pre-operational and operational stages. Okay, so such kind of thing should be taken care of. Then to understand that co-curricular activities have equal importance as that of curricular experiences. So if we talk about a person's personality or the holistic development that we talk about in schools, so that the academic part is a part of that, right? And the curricular experiences, the co-curricular activities are equally important. Okay, because the social and emotional things are developed through co-curricular activities, right? So this has to be understood. ये सिर्फ पढ़ाना और सिर्फ academic ही life नहीं है. This has to be seen. Erickson's psychosocial theory provides us an insight about how social relationships influence development of a child at various stages, and we are important players in shaping them. So, अभी जो एरिक्सन की theory 8 stages के बारे में हमने जाना, वो हमें ये बताता है कि social relationships, एक तो जो different stages थे, उसमें सोसाइटी जो है वो बड़ी होती गई, बिकॉज वो जो सबसे छोटा बच्चा था तो उसके लिए उसके प्राइमरी केयर गिवर्स जो है वही उनकी सोसाइटी होती है, बट इट कीप्स एक्सपैंडिंग एज द स्टेजेस मैच्योर. और जैसे बड़े स्टेजेस में जाते हैं तो सोसाइटी का जो साइज होता है वो बढ़ता चला जाता है ना. सो दिस हैज टू बी अंडरस्टूड कि सोशल रिलेशनशिप्स कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है किसी भी चाइल्ड के डेवलपमेंट में. अगर वो सही तरीके से चीजें नहीं हुई तो उसमें नेगेटिव ट्रेट्स डेवलप हो जाते हैं. तो और हम लोगों का क्या रोल है एज अ टीचर? वी आर ऑल्सो पार्ट, वी फॉर्म अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट फॉर देयर सोसाइटी, राइट? सो दिस हैज टू बी अंडरस्टूड कि हमारे हर शब्द का क्या प्रभाव है बच्चे के ऊपर. देन प्रॉपर इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ चाइल्ड परफॉर्मेंस. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द असेसमेंट, तो जो अगर हम चाइल्ड सेंट्रिक करिकुलम, इफ वी आर गोइंग टू डेवलप द चाइल्ड सेंट्रिक करिकुलम, so the evaluation should always be done on the same on the same lines. कि चाइल्ड सेंट्रिक करिकुलम को जिस तरीके से हमने डिजाइन किया उसी लाइंस पर हमारे इवैल्यूएशन को भी बेस्ड होना चाहिए, राइट? तो ये वी आर एबल टू इवैल्यूएट प्रॉपरली, एंड देन it helps us to monitor children's development by tracking their developmental milestones. तो अभी हम लोगों ने developmental milestones को देखा, right? और तो अगर हम ये डेवलपमेंटल माइलस्टोन्स को इफ वी नो अबाउट इट देन वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि किसी बच्चे की डेवलपमेंट ठीक हो रही है या नहीं हो रही है. वी आर एबल टू मॉनिटर इट वेल, right? So this was the last point, and this was the educational implication of understanding developmental stages. So this was all about from my side today. Thank you, teachers, for the patient listening. And if you have any question.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It was a wonderful session. Really, it
Thank
was
you
a
so
very
much, ma'am.
wonderful session, and I'm sure that all the participants, from the comment itself, I can understand that how they enjoyed. Thank you very
so
much.
much, ma'am. Thank you
Yes,
so much. And if there is any question anybody has, there were few people, they were raising hands, but I think now nobody is here. Thank you so much, everybody, for your.
Abhay, Mr. Abhay, if anybody is raising the hands, please unmute them. Let them
Sure, ma'am.
throw the question to ma'am.
Sure, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please close up this PPT, ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
Can you close up sliding?
Just a second. Just a second.
All
Yeah.
the participants kindly watch this PPT so that future you will not face any kind of problems. As it's a new software, slightly different from others, you may face but it is very easy to handle. Kindly watch it.
Ma'am, should I share the video, ma'am?
Sorry?
Radhika, ma'am. Sorry. Radhika, ma'am? Hello.
So I think there is no question at all, isn't it?
Hello, hi Abhay, this is Yasir here. Please don't play this video here because it's not very understandable and it's not very well edited. So it will be best if all of the teachers watch it with full volume, not here. Also, could I please ask for all the teachers' attention, sir and ma'am, if you are not able to open any of the links, just keep on waiting or share the issue in more elaborate details right here in the chat box. Thank you so much.
Should I leave now, ma'am? Radhika, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. You can do. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Dear participants, if anyone is having any query, just please raise your hand. We will unmute you.
Those
who
who
are
have
not
not
getting this,
received their quiz link or their attendance link or any kind of disruptions if they are facing, it means the proper method is not followed. I have also given both the videos what the what roles should the principals and vice principal carry out and what is the role of teacher. I've carefully mentioned in that video. So please go through that. If you have not got the certificate and you are very certain that you have scored more than 40%, you can wait for next 5 to 10 minutes in order to receive the certificate. If you fail the examination, there's a clear message in your mailbox that you did not pass the certification examination and therefore the certificate is not given to you. So if you have passed and if you're not getting any email, please wait for it for 10 to 15 minutes. Abhay sir, can you please share that video link here for the teachers? Okay, ma'am. Now I would just request all of you, if any link is not working, just paste that link right here. If link is not working, please paste that link, copy that link and paste it in the chat box. We can check it out if it is working or not. Archana ma'am, if you have got 6 out of 6 marks, will it be possible to tell me your email address? You can also see in the video that if your STNC or your vice principal or principals have not invited you to this particular training session, uh, no matter you get the training link from somewhere else, take the quiz also, submit your attendance also, your certificate will not be given because that is out of the system. You cannot just copy the invitation link anywhere and open it without being invited. So that is the method. Okay, just got an email address. Okay, just checking it.
school code 66852 SN Singh sir. Sir, the link is working. You need to just have to wait for it. The screen must be showing the white screen. It will be loading and it will show you to enter your email ID, and after that you will get all the respective things in that. We have already shared the link related to the of it in a video.
Teachers, if you are not taken the quiz immediately, you will not get the certificate. 30 seconds, I said as early as if you delay it, then you will may not, if you are not getting the pass mark, you won't get the certificate too. Mr. Yashir, is there any queries?
No, ma'am. Actually, I can see that many of them are still taking the quiz. I'll have to check with each of the case, ma'am. They are giving their email addresses. I'm checking with the email addresses. If it is showing, sir, please keep it on loading. It is just a matter of your internet connectivity or the speed. It is not, there's no concern in the application because we can see there are 173 people currently. I'm not also allowed to disclose the number, but still I can say that more than hundreds and hundreds of people are actually taking.
Excuse me, Yashir. आपने कोई किसी ने लिखा लिंक इज नॉट वर्किंग, आपसे अनुरोध है कि वो आपके नेटवर्क शुड बी प्रॉपर.
Right, right, ma'am, right, ma'am.
तो लिंक वर्क नहीं करे थे उसमें जब तक ओपन करने के लिए टाइम दे दीजिएगा.
Yes.
वेस लिंक ओपन करने में फ्यू सेकंड्स लेते हैं.
Yes, if it is not opening, please, please hold back for a few seconds and wait, after which it will open. If it is showing just a white screen, there's nothing we can do about it. It is just a matter of connectivity. Sometimes it's also a matter of traffic. When so much traffic is opening the same link, it might take a few more seconds additionally. But in no way it is not going to open. Only if it shows a black screen with
one
error.
teacher is writing that she has got the 6 marks but she doesn't got the certificate. Ma'am, please go to your email ID once again. If you are taken that quiz more than the time bound, then you may not get the certificate. एक बार उनकी प्रॉब्लम अभय
Yes.
थोड़ा सा देखो बेटा उनकी प्रॉब्लम को, जिसने लिख रहे कि मुझे 6 में 6 मिला है लेकिन मुझे सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिला है.
Yes, ma'am. I've just seen the particular teacher, Miss Megha Rani. I think she has got 6 out of 6. Uh, please also write your email address in the chat box. If you're here, Miss Rani, if you're here, please write your email address in the chat box so that we can check it out in the database. Charge 6 out of 6.
If you are not getting the not opening the link is giving, can they copy the link and post it in the
Tab.
web page and open?
Ma'am, it depends which link is it. If it is a certificate link, then they can open it. Yes.
आप कोई ने फेड अप विद द लिंक लिखा है, मुझे तो मिल गया तो मैं पोस्ट भी किया टीचर को.
Yes, ma'am.
हो सकता है कि आप थोड़ा से वेट कर लीजिए, लॉर्ड एक साथ आ जा रहा है, इस वजह से भी डिले हो जाएंगे. Those who received, please you can quit the meeting. Same question, ma'am, please write your email ID. Which email IDs you are registered? Let us check. This one teacher 6 out of 6. Please kindly write your email ID. Abhay, Mr. Abhay, Mr. Abhay, Abhay.
अभय जी, अभय,
Unmuted, ma'am. Are you there, ma'am?
Hello once again, ma'am. Ms. Aparna, if you're here, I have seen your certificate has been generated. Have seen you have successfully passed the examination. So it will be sent within 15 to 20 minutes. It can land in your mailbox. It is already sent from our end. The mail has been dispatched. We also got to see your certificate. You have passed the examination. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Please write your email ID. And the certificate may get after 10 to 15 minutes, it may take.
See, sir, there is an email ID with the name of Subhanath Singh 02@gmail.com.
Yeah, but before that, I'm just checking that out. But before that, I would like to tell you. Yeah. Yeah, before that, I would just like to mention that those who have got a perfect certificate link in their email box, they can be completely carefree now because sometimes the link doesn't open because of traffic and all these things. But if they have got the certificate link, it means they have got the certificate. If the link is taking some time, you can wait for some time or you can switch to a faster network. That is all you can do. But if you have got a certificate link which mentions that this is the certificate link, please click on this link to open. If you are getting this link, that means your work is done. You can open it anytime in 24 hours, 24 hours, open it anytime and you can download it in the system. It might be a matter of chance that currently due to so much traffic on the server, it might be delayed for additionally. But in 24 hours, you can definitely get it. I also took the test, ma'am, and I saw that I have currently disabled the function where you can check your correct answers. You just take the test and you just wait for the result. This is what is happening now. So please clarify those of you who are saying I've scored 50%, I've scored 60%. How are you able to actually check that you have scored 50% or 6 out of 6 correct answers? Uh, that function has been actually disabled. If you're it is your own, if you are just considering you have passed the examination by taking the examination, it's not the case. The certificate will not be dispensed in that case.
Mr. Abhay, please see that Mr. S.N. Singh is facing problem. He
Yes, ma'am,
already
the
sent a
same
number
thing.
of times. Please see
No,
his
ma'am,
problem.
the same thing
We are
I was discussing with Yassi, sir.
already checking. Yeah, just got the result for the email address shubhnathtsingh02@gmail.com. Yeah, it's from Models in Michael School. So if you're able to hear me, I just found in the quiz list also, in the certificate list also, I can see that more than 10, 12 teachers have been invited from your school for this particular training, but none of them have been able to clear the certificate. The training that was conducted today and the examination, the test that was taken for the today's training, teachers from the school, Models in Michael's High School, has not been able to clear. Have not been able to clear. Yeah.
So there's a query from Ruchika Chatterjee also, the same thing. She is not able to get in the attendance link. She's trying multiple times, but she is not able to get in the attendance link.
I can post it in the group. Let her to get it.
Yes, yes. What happened with the attendance link? Who was not able to get into that?
Ruchika Chatterjee.
Okay, okay, no problem. So she's
Most of the
asking for the attendance link only. Please share it with her.
Sure. Once again, I'm just sharing the attendance link. Actually, most of the queries for the related to attendance link has been solved. I think so. It's related to only the certificates. These
Yeah,
two
because I
certificates.
think slowly everybody has submitted the attendance. So now the traffic is actually
Once again, just share the attendance link.
Yeah, we have shared the attendance link. Please open it. In case you are opening it and you are seeing a warning message showing that it is an external site,
Yeah, that is the problem.
it will
They
have
need to
a
accept it.
blue button to continue just below the message. Please click on it. It is just an external, it is just a message from WebEx that we are opening an external link, the Aryavarta Sahodaya link, and not a WebEx. So please read it also. It is written in English. You can read. The host or presenter would like to open another meeting, open another website on your computer. It is just this simple thing they are asking for. So if attendance link you are clicking and seeing an warning page, just skip that warning and press on continue to submit your attendance. As soon as you submit your attendance by entering the email address and clicking on submit, a pop-up will arise on from the top. If the attendance is submitted successfully, it will say the attendance is submitted. You may open the quiz link sent on your email. This is what it says. For anybody whose certificate link is not opening, be assured it will open in some time. It is a very heavy PDF kind of file, so it has a lot of colors which take a lot of RGB space to load. Uh, it is the same case in loading any other PDF also, if you may wonder. So please wait. If you have got that link, please just keep it on open, keep the page on loading, and please wait. If it is not opening, you may halt it for 1.5, 1 hour, 2 hour, and retry it after 1 or 2 hour. Because if you have got the link, your certificate will definitely open. Yes, to the issue raised by Ajay Kumar, Mr. Ajay Kumar, of course, sir, we accept that the server capabilities, actually, it is a matter of scalability. Every day, 500, 600 new teachers are added in the group. So, to keep things scalable, we need to actually uh, do things for the server also. We admit that thing. Yes. Yes, please check for it. MU. There's no way certificate link is not sent after finishing the quiz. I'm addressing to the question of Mr. Rakesh Kumar. There is no possible way in which you won't get the certificate link. If if you are confirmed, if you are confident that you have passed the examination, just wait for 15, 16 minutes, you'll get the certificate that way. And okay, with this, I would also like to announce here that from the next quiz onwards, the certificate links for the certificate will be a matter of 15 minutes. Like it can take 15 minutes to load the certificate or send the certificate link. It may take that much time. I think today we have addressed all the issues. We have also talked about the server capabilities and all those things. Even if it is loading, if it is a slower one, we have talked about everything. Now there's very little scope of any confusion. After seeing that hundreds of people already for this have taken their certificates, have submitted this quiz successfully, I think there's not much scope of any confusion. In any case, now I will share the video link. You just have to follow that link. I have taken the quiz but not received the certificate link. Ma'am, it is not necessary that you receive the certificate link. It is not a complimentary thing. If you pass the quiz with 40% marks, only then the certificate link is sent to you. Otherwise, if you fail the examination, certificate is not sent to you.
So the query of Ruchika Chatterjee ma'am has still not been solved. So it's saying that it's showing that the email ID is invalid.
Okay. Please share her email address, please.
I'm just sharing that email ID once again directly to you.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am, if you're here, please can you share your email ID once again? We are really sorry. There are too many messages. So it just goes to the top. Yeah. Okay.
I've
So
sent you,
this is,
sir.
yeah. Okay. CHK dot. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure email must, I'm sure email, okay. CHK. What is this CHK?
CHK.Chatterjee.
CHK dot Chatterjee.
Sorry. This short form of can check. CHK dot is Chatterjee dot Ruchira 1996 at the gmail.com is the email ID.
I am just checking it. Just check.
It starts from Chatterjee dot. Once again, sending it.
Yeah. Just check the issue raised by Miss Chatterjee, Ruchira Chatterjee. Ma'am, are you here? Hello? Yeah. Hi, Abhay. If she's here, please.
I think she must be heading it.
Yeah.
You can proceed,
Madam,
sir.
how did you join today's meeting?
Ma'am, just raise your hand. I will unmute you, ma'am.
Yes. You can unmute her. I think I just need to, because this is a very classical example of all the errors we are facing. Because
So give me a minute.
so Ruchira
Ma'am, you can
Chatterjee, I
unmute
can see
yourself, ma'am.
that your
I've given you the
school.
request. Ruchira, ma'am.
Yeah, so I'm addressing your issue only, ma'am. The thing is that your school has not, yeah, through the link. Okay. I understand. So, ma'am, the issue is that your school has not sent you a proper invitation. They might just have sent you the link. They might have just sent you the password locally on WhatsApp or on Gmail or any other place, but you have not been properly invited by the school. That is the school responsibility to enroll particular teacher to a particular training.
No,
It is the
sir.
school responsibility.
Everybody, good evening. Everybody is linked and everybody has got the certificate from the same thing. Others are getting the certificate. Only my one is getting an issue, facing an issue.
Okay, ma'am. In that case, just let me share with you my screen, and let me show you all the invitees, matlab all the people who have been invited in the today's meeting.
Yeah, I'm from
So,
Mount Literacy School, Nalanda.
okay, ma'am. Just one second. So yes, ma'am, I just checked it once again, and I saw that the school hasn't invited you, and there's no scope. I think they might have missed it. It is a humanly error they might have committed. I can also share the screen and show you. I'm not also authorized to, but I can definitely give you a very quick glance. So I'm here sharing the screen, and this. So this is basically all the invitees here. Now, if I search your name here, it is not returning anything.
Yeah, it's
In
not
the
fine.
second page also, if I go and if I return send it here in the second page also, if I share see your email address, this email address does not return anything. For any other email address, if you can check it out, I copy my own address also. It is my address. I am the owner of this. I have sent myself the link. So this is the case, ma'am. This is the case. The invitation has not been sent to you by your
Even I
school.
think, sir, she has been not registered in the by the STNC from
Yeah.
school side.
Madam, actually, we don't hold you responsible for this. I can thoroughly understand that it is not your fault. The school or the vice principal or the STNCs must have invited you for this meeting. Uh, the video has been shared with them. The roles and the responsibilities of STNCs and vice principal, the video is already shared with them. So really sorry for that, ma'am, but your email address was not sent, was not invited.
Okay.
Once again, those who have not received the certificate, it directly means that either you have not been able to qualify or secure 40%
Quizling
marks.
once.
Sorry,
Sir,
ma'am.
I could open, yeah, sir, I could open the quiz links once. Once I tried, I was able to open the quiz link.
Okay, ma'am. That is one thing that I think uh,
Sir,
is it
in her case,
Miss
sir,
Chatterjee only?
yes, yes, sir. In ma'am's case, I can see that she was not been registered by the STNC in the admin console
Yeah,
outside,
that is a clear case. That is
because of
that we
which
have
she is
found out.
facing the problem.
Yeah, madam, because you have submitted your attendance link, you will get that quiz link. Because you submitted your attendance on that particular training, you will get that quiz link. But your answers will not be recorded, your certificates will not be generated because inviting somebody to this training is a is a secretive, is a little reclusive thing. We cannot make the link open to anybody. And that is why we have created this portal where separate invitation will be sent to teachers, not directly. We could have just made a WhatsApp group and shared the link to join. But why are we sending it on email? Why are we putting an extra step to send it on email? Because it is a very reclusive, it's a secretive link. So please also abstain from opening the joining link if it has been shared somewhere on WhatsApp. Please make sure from your STNCs that you have been invited to this particular training. By training, I mean the title of this training is like the title of today's training was related to the earlier training was related to time. So every training is different, separate entity from each other. Okay. You may, your school may invite you for one,
No,
may
actually,
not
see,
invite
my
you.
email address, sir, my email address is given Ruchira, not Ruchira dot Chatterjee. It's Ruchira Chatterjee 1996 at the rate gmail.com. In this Gmail, I have I have got the invitation link. It has come to me. How come it's not attendance link? You please share the attendance link once.
Ma'am, if it is Chatterjee Ruchira 1996 at the rate of gmail.com, and if it is Chatterjee dot Ruchira, there are two separate cases. Absolutely, ma'am. That is a lot of difference.
Yes,
Dot
yes,
means
yes. Yes, there is,
it's a
yeah,
different.
difference is happening. So please check Chatterjee Ruchira 1996 at the rate gmail.com, sir.
Sure,
Please.
sure. Abhay sir also listen to the other issues. I'm
Yes,
just checking.
I'm also checking the same thing, sir. I'm checking with the email ID Ruchira Chatterjee 1996.
Yeah, dot Hatakar. Yeah, yeah. Email. This invitation has been sent on this email.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So send me the attendance links one, please.
Okay, I'm just sending the attendance link.
Yes. Why is it not opening?
Here you go. This is the attendance link. I've just shared it once again. It is active for 1 hour, so it is will be active for at least I think 15-16 more minutes. The attendance link is here. Mr. Pramod, can you please share your email address or your name?
coming here?
If the link is not working, if the certificate link is not working, please open it after 1.5 hours or 1 hour. Please open it up
I
after
got
1 hour
I
if you
got
have
it.
got the certificate link. This kind of link where you have this CID is equal to some number and TID is some number. If you are getting this link, please, you can just stay back and relax. Please open it after some time. It is valid for next 24 hours. Earlier certificates up till now have also not been removed from the system. Also download it. Everything is valid up to the next 24 hours. Please download in between.
See.
Yes, I've got this email address. Promote Mr. Nair. I'm just checking it out for you. Please hold on. Mr. Nair, are you here? Mr. Nair, I just checked your certificate. I think your name is coming on it. Earlier, you had done what? You had missed writing your name while inviting yourself, or your STNC or principal might have missed your name. They just mentioned the email address and they sent the invitation link. So that is Mr. Pramod. The certificate, you can open the link once again and check it now. It is 100% working. Your name is also coming into that.
Now I did not receive the certificate.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have done the quiz, everything. Now I did not receive the certificate.
You have not received the certificate. Have you received any email from your from ASSC training?
Just a
Your
moment, just
email
a
address?
moment.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. Please
checking.
check that.
I'm checking. I have received the email. Yes.
LAKRA. Mr. Adin, I'm just checking your query, please.
Yes, yes, I have received the certificate. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
no
you
problem.
so much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I've shared your email ID. This email ID is showing in the teachers list, but the certificate or the other teachers are not showing.
I'm just checking your another email address. Will be back in 1 minute. Hello.
Yes, sir. Are there, sir? Yasir, sir? Khushbu ma'am, the email ID which you have given us, Khushbu Singh 336@gmail.com. This one is not registered, ma'am. Please talk to your XPNC about this. Adrin Akara, ma'am, I've just seen yours. You were not able to clear your question and answering, or you have not been able to clear your question answering, ma'am, because of that the certificate is not been issued. If anyone is having any queries, please mention in the chat. Else we are closing this meeting. We'll just wait for 2 minutes more. After we will closing this meeting. If anyone has any queries, please mention in the chat box. Khushbu ma'am, please mention your email ID once again.
I just checked it out once again for the email ID lakradlin@gmail.com. Many teachers from the same school with the name one second, Pushparaj, Preeti Raj Paswan, all these people have been able to clear the certificate from the same school. But this email ID, this particular email ID, this email ID has not been able to clear the test. Miss Khushbu Singh, I have sent the attendance link. I have also submitted your attendance from our side. Please check if you have got the quiz link or not. And the attendance box, you said you were not able to mention your email inside that box. Madam, you just have to click on in that box and start writing, like what you do in all other applications anywhere. Yes, okay. You please take the quiz. Very less time is left now. Please take the quiz and see if you get the certificate or not. Those who are asking for the attendance link once again may even scroll in up in their chat and see the attendance link anywhere. However, I'm sharing it once again over here. Yes, sir, I have checked it for lakradlin@gmail.com. I have checked it, madam, for the email ID. You have not been able to clear the examination, the certificate quiz. Because I have here the certificate of few other people from your school only. Miss Indira Priyashini, if the certificate link has not come, it means either you have not been able to clear the quiz with 40% marks, or 30 seconds is given to every question. In order to solve every question, you just need to spend 30 seconds, after which it automatically changes to the next question. If that time period is lapsed also, you won't be getting the certificate. However, that error is very less ordinary. Uh, Most of the chances are there that you must have not called it.
So there's a code with 2734. The ID 2734 is showing that
So
the 2734.
2734.
The ID, teacher ID is the 2734. It shows that she has been receiving the email IDs. She has been registered, but her answer also, she has given the screenshot. Her answer also are all correct. Still, it's not showing in the certificate column.
Okay. What is the ID? What is the ID? Please.
The ID is 2734.
2734.
Yeah. The SID is 67838.
67838.
And the TID is 2734.
734.
All the answers are correct, but still she has not received.
And the SID you said 67?
This SID is 67838.
8382734 is the TID.
It's
No.
in the name of Varsha Khatri. Even with the screenshot which we have sent in that here, it's mentioning 21213 is mentioning over there. I hope you must be understanding it. 213 is mentioning over there.
Yeah, if you are able to hear me, hello, hi.
Yes,
Abhay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so for this course 2 and 3, and the school ID is 67838.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the certificates have been given to these following TIDs, or the teacher IDs. Miss
67838.
Varsha, what was her ID?
Our ID is 2734.
2734. Okay, so it starts from 2735, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. No, no, not 45, 46, 47, 49, 52, and 53. These are the few people, these are the people who have received their certificates just because they must have done this correctly.
Okay, that means the names which we are asking for, she has not mentioned
Yeah,
collect, but
yeah, because
she is showing the screenshot where all the answers are correct.
she's showing the screenshot where answers are correct.
Yes, sir.
And the answer and her TID is 2754.
One second. Say it is
34.
27. What's that? Khatri is the name. 275.
2734. No. For 2734, there is no certificate. No, we don't have any certificate for 2734.
That means the screenshot which is sharing, it is not hers, or it must be.
I I'm not sure what to comment on that, but from the same school 2735 ID, Miss Shobha Kumari has won the certificate. Clear link is also given. Everything is showing here.
The thing is that I can only mention the number of participants who have received their certificate from that same school.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. I will let her know. Thank you, sir. So
Please.
if anyone else is having any queries, they can
Amit
ask.
Priyadarshi from the same school won. Rachna Roy from the same school got the certificate. So everybody is getting the certificate, right?
Yes,
When
sir.
they are performing their task adequate, like in the correct manner, they are getting their certificate. Ranju
Only
Kumari
there is a
got the
matter of
certificate.
time. If there's it's a matter of time because they on starting of the what's it called, the training and all, the punching for attendance and all that, it's asking for a few time. After that, it's each and every problem has been solved.
Hmm.
Only the matter of time, nothing.
Yes. See, today what I have realized is that the people who are raising the question on not getting the questions, like they're not getting the certificate or not getting the link or not getting the certificate link, most of the cases certificate link is not sent just because they have not been able to clear the examination, or the second reason is that the have not been given proper invitation from their schools.
Hmm.
All the
Only there
rest,
is only those two reasons are there, nothing else.
yeah,
Either they have
no
not
other
completed
reason can be there.
the minimum passing mark, or they have got the link from others, which is not allowed.
Yeah, they have not been given this proper invitation, the mail
Invitation. They
invitation
have
sent
not
by
given the proper
STMCs.
invitation. Okay, sir. So if I think there is no more queries in the meeting right now, I think the last one is Adlin Lakara. I
Yes,
think her question was there, and we
I'm
have sorted.
also very I'm not sure how are the teachers able to actually see the correct answers, because that option we have disabled that currently. Nobody is able to check their correct answers or the wrong answers. They just have to wait for the certificate. So I'm not sure if they are seeing what they are seeing and how they are mentioning that they've got 50% or 60% right. How can it be the case?
Yes, sir. We will check you in that also, sir. So I'm ending this meeting, sir.
Yeah, from my side, it is okay. We have,
I think no one else is having any queries, because the last question after that there is no any other queries there in the group.
yes, yes, okay, okay. Then it was a
Okay.
really nice session. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you so much.